channel. This video is about going stage 2, the potential problems with going stage 2, preventative stuff you can do before you go stage 2. So going stage 2 on an F10 M5, what does that involve? That involves decap downpipes. These can be sourced from places like Evolve, Sprint do it, loads of people do it. When you do get them done, make sure that they are done properly and make sure that they do not damage the lambda sensors, because this can cause you a lot of issues when it's done, if it's not done properly. If you're doing them yourself, please be careful while fitting them so you don't damage the lambda sensors, because they're not cheap. And then things you need for stage 2. I mean, some cars won't have an issue, some cars will, but ideally if you're going stage 2, go stage 2 colder plugs. Make sure they're gapped correctly, otherwise you're gonna have rough running issues, you're gonna have idling issues, you're gonna have misfires when you actually try to use the car to its full potential. If you think your car's not running right, get an injector test done. There's no point getting it mapped if you're going to have weak injectors. But on the flip side, you're not going to really know what potential issues you're going to have. The preventive side is the spark plugs. Get them gapped to 0.018 if you're going stage 2. Do that at the same time you're doing it, because it will just save you a lot of hassle in the long run. Make sure they dyno test it when they go to stage 2, because then they'll know if there's any misfires or if the coil packs are dying. But yeah, ideally before you go to stage 2, new plugs and then run it. Make sure you do some 70 to 140 pulls, obviously on a private road or on a track or autobahn or wherever you're going to do it. Make sure you test the car to a good enough speed at full power, because you need to make sure the car's running right. If it's not, you will get misfires, you will feel hesitation, and yeah, those are the big problems. I mean, just to recap, if you are getting a misfire, you're going to need either spark plugs, which are colder, you're going to need spark plugs and coil packs. Worst case, you're going to need spark plugs, coil packs and injectors. So just, yeah, make sure you check all of these things. Make sure you go to a reputable company, because if you go stage 2 for Mickey Mouse, you're probably going to blow up your gearbox or your clutches or both, and believe me, that's not cheap. Thankfully I didn't have a problem. And go to a tuner that will actually look after you. Like, for example, this car has been done by DMS. Shout out to them, they were fantastic. They helped me out no end. And to be honest, ask on the forums as well. I'm part of a F10 M5 group which is in the US, and they straight away, when I started having misfires and whatnot, they said make sure you got the right plugs in, make sure they're gapped, make sure you check coil packs and whatnot. So yeah, fantastic advice on there. Cool, hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, this is just a quick short video, and yeah, if you have any other problems that you've had, let me know, put it in the comments. You know, it's good to knowledge share. But yeah, just go stage 2, be wary that it's an absolute animal, and enjoy the beast.